Between 2021 and 2026, some of the most dominant mega-cap companies on Earth began to fracture from the inside out. These were entities with virtually unlimited capital and total market dominance, yet they experienced severe structural decay. This decay didn't stem from resource scarcity, it wasn't a lack of engineering talent, and they certainly didn't run out of money. The failures originated in their organizational operating manuals. Their core strategic architecture contained errors that massive capital could only hide, not fix. At Abu Khar Tech, we analyze these corporate breakdowns as engineered systems. Rather than looking at market luck or individual executive decisions, we look for measurable failure states in the system's design. Looking at the landscape of modern enterprise, there is a stark contrast between the ruined monuments of legacy giants and the stable architecture of future-proof systems. To build resilient architecture, we have to tear down the specific structural errors that caused those legacy failures. Capital can buy market share for a few quarters, but only uncompromising architectural integrity guarantees long-term survival. We begin with the isolationist technology model. Meta built an entire hardware ecosystem designed to physically separate the user from their immediate reality. They poured nearly $90 billion into the Metaverse. The system functioned technically, but the product failed commercially. The architectural flaw here is an active opposition to human nature. The system attempted to replace physical reality rather than enhancing it. True technological value operates as a facilitator. It minimizes friction against innate human behavior, existing within the reality users already occupy. Compare the friction of strapping a heavy, blinding monitor to your face with a fluid physical workspace where the technology remains entirely invisible. Any system that forces users into non-natural behavior will inevitably fail. The volume of capital backing the system cannot overwrite basic human instincts. The second structural failure occurs when leadership prioritizes abstract financial metrics over the core customer connection. Disney historically operated on a volume model, creating accessible experiences for the masses. Recently, they shifted to a yield model, focusing entirely on extracting the maximum possible profit per individual user. This immediate pivot priced out the middle-class demographic that built the brand in the first place. This chart visualizes the spreadsheet trap. You optimize the balance sheet and your short-term profit spikes, but simultaneously your generational loyalty drops to zero. That is a direct attack on the core mission of the company. When you trade accessibility for margin, you destroy the emotional loyalty that sustains the enterprise across decades. The children priced out today are the parents who won't subscribe tomorrow. Sacrificing the core mission for short-term yield removes the structural foundation of the brand. Without that foundation, the entire enterprise begins to collapse toward obsolescence. We currently operate in an era of digital abundance. Because everything is available, value no longer comes from unconstrained access. Value comes from rigorous filtering. Look at organizations that scaled horizontally without limits. TED expanded rapidly through decentralized TEDx events, and Subway opened branches on every available corner. This excessive horizontal scaling diluted the quality and credibility of their core offerings. The operational countermeasure to this dilution is a strictly managed data lifecycle. The foundation of sustainable architecture starts at the input phase. Massive data collection must be followed immediately by aggressive preliminary filtering. That filtered input then moves into processing, requiring rigorous analysis and ruthless selection. You discard the noise to protect the signal. Executing this exact, unforgiving sequence is what actually generates defensible value. It takes raw, chaotic volume and forces it through a strict barrier, leaving only a structured, highly refined output. Sustainable systems prioritize vertical quality. Expanding horizontally without curation guarantees institutional decay. The final failure mode is structural rigidity. For massive corporations, historical success often becomes the primary barrier to future innovation. Organizations bound to past victories end up paralyzed when the landscape shifts. Sears had the logistics and the catalog infrastructure to dominate the internet. Instead, their massive legacy footprint in physical retail blinded them to the e-commerce wave entirely. Or consider Peloton, who made the opposite error. They failed to differentiate between a temporary behavioral spike caused by a lockdown and a sustainable, permanent market trend. This abstract radar visualizes the difference. System architects need early sensing protocols to distinguish between a short-lived anomaly and a steadily building signal. When empirical reality proves your theoretical model wrong, you have to pivot your operations immediately. We saw this clearly when the market correctly rejected the isolation of the metaverse, forcing a rapid, industry-wide pivot toward integrated generative AI. If your organization cannot dynamically restructure its core offering based on early sensing data, a more agile system will inevitably replace it. The devastating structural failures of the past provide us with the exact empirical data required to engineer a stable, permanent alternative. We examine a model resisting failure. It starts with the Cipher hub, preventing data fragmentation. 3 pillars rise: human first, avoiding Meta's isolation; quality over abundance, countering TED's dilution through curation; and structural agility, internalizing Sears' lesson to pivot rapidly. This is Khelafa OS. Capital provides an initial advantage, but the market eventually selects for architectural integrity and a deep alignment with human nature. Only those systems remain standing.